Alright. Wanted to start it off um this this video by just saying like I'm just trying to document this for myself to help me improve, as well as try to get any pointers on what I maybe could have got done better in the comment section. So I guess I watch a lot of higher elo, um, people on predecessor, and um, I trying to get situated as well. I'm trying to basically improve, and then when I watch a lot of higher elo players in predecessor, they say, okay, well, you know, if you're not in the elo where you're supposed to be at, then just carry the game. Um, and with this, I'm trying to open the door for any suggestions on what I could have done better to improve, done better to overall like just carry the game, because I feel like I done the best that I could. I literally had two teammates that are completely throwing the game, and um, I'm just trying to get better. And this would probably be like, this might even start off as a series of me just doing replays and trying to just get, you know, some feedback. But I'm starting it from when the minion spawn, when it's at the minion spawn. Only thing that's happened so far is I followed my crunch where he wanted to put a ward on the enemy jungler's blue camp. But just starting from there, I'll kind of speed it up here and there to get to the actual action. But right here, I know how Kwang is strong, how strong he is early game, and also I feel like I'm him. So most of the time I'm trying to bully my laner. I already forced her to use flash. I see my minions are getting low, so I don't want to just start taking a bunch of minion aggro. So back off a little bit. See if I can keep her from stepping forward too much. Like a lot, that was kind of crazy how the crunch just tower dived her right there for the first blood, because that is an unexpected spot to come from. I would have never guessed that. That was definitely creative. But if there's one character you can get away with it, it's gonna be Crunch with his Superman dash. But cleared the wave, try to just shove it into the tower so she misses some of the CS. Then go back to base, come back. Try to even just do the little things. Try to just do that dash, you know, to get back to lane sooner. And then also do it early as possible so I can get the back on cooldown by the time I have to get back into lane. Right here, just peeking, just seeing that, because I figured that the jungler should be approximately blue jungle. So I was gonna either ward or just kind of just see where he's at. But also, I didn't ward because I didn't want him just to kill my ward right there. So I was just like, I'll wait to ward or ward a little bit further back, which I did. But this right here, just keeping her back to where she can't really melee the minions. She's gonna have to use abilities. And at this early in the game, I want her to use a lot of abilities so I can so she'll waste a lot of her mana and won't have mana to do anything with. But also just trying to bully her when I can. If I can, I don't know why people do this. If there's a melee matchup like that, she's standing in the minion wave, so I'm gonna try to do my tether ability and try to hit the minion wave. So not only am I gonna be clearing minions when I try to do my full combo, but also damage her at the same time. And but yeah, she for some reason stands in the minion waves and doesn't realize that. But right here, when I got level 5, I maybe should have stepped forward to her to try to get her to back off the minion wave a little bit more and go on her. Just do my full combo again. See if I can shove this wave inside the tower. Especially since it's basically a whole siege wave. Can't believe she just stands in the minion wave, but if she doesn't want to go back to base, then, you know, I'll help her go back to base, you know. Alright, time for you to go back to base. So I helped her go back to base real quick. I'm gonna try to see if I can shove this wave in too as well. So she misses the CS from that wave. But so far, I feel like I'm dominating my lane. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. What, it's 6 minutes in, I'm at 50 CS. And I'm 2-0.
I'll be right back.
I'm even trying to do the little things. So I'm backing next to the wall. Because I do want to back, but also if minions are dying as I'm trying to back, I'm still grabbing that, I'm absorbing that XP from the minions attacking each other. But, you know, doing a little dash, trying to get back to lane quicker, not missing any CS, speed up a little bit. I missed a little bit of that CS because I was trying to. I'm playing on console. I'm playing with controller, so we're trying to ping that my laner was missing plus trying to hit CS. I had a feeling that her jungler was on this side because I felt like she was being a little bit more scarier before. And I was just like, I felt like the way her pattern was, she was a little bit more brave. And I was like, it must be because your jungler must be farming on this side. So it gave you a little bit more confidence. So that's why I put down that ward. And I did. It gave me the early notification that Fang was coming. I even forced him to have to use his blink because I blacked off, and I even tried to not even look at his direction because the minion wave still gives him vision of me, but he doesn't know I have vision on him. So I still looked in that direction like I was pretending like I didn't see him. So if he did have the sentry to try to destroy wards, he wouldn't know exactly where it was. Because if I look at his direction, as soon as he's in that on my ward, then he's gonna use Sentry just to clear my ward. But if he doesn't have an exact moment when I had vision on him, he's gonna have to guess um, when he uses his Sentry. But pretty sure he just, and as you see, pretty sure he did because I actually dashed towards them because I also knew my crunch is right there. So I wasn't necessarily ready to just back off, especially since I'm a level ahead of my laner. Crunch is level 5, Feng Mao is level 5. So technically, if we go 2v2 right now, we are a level ahead, and I have vision on everybody else on the map. The mid laner is in mid. The only person I didn't have vision on currently, I do believe, is the Steel. We can see him now on the map, of course, but at the time, I don't think I had vision on Steel. So it did make me slightly nervous, because I was just like, what if it turns into a 3v2? How is this going to go? But at the same time, I'm just like, I was still pretty confident. And so I wasn't ready to just back out just because he's ganking me. Especially since I have ult and he does not have ult. He might have 2 buffs, but I mean, okay. Like I said, if it is just going to be a 2v2, then we technically, our team has the one level of advance, and probably as well as item advance, because I mean I'm at 63 CS. I'm at 10 CS higher than my laner, so you know, just items wise, just a little bit more further ahead as well. But yeah, I'm pretty sure he just did that just to try to get me to back off. But I mean he ain't intimidating me. And she thought just because he was right there that made me feel a type of way. It's actually kind of funny right there because she is probably about to dash out of. I mean, she was probably going to be out of range of my ult, but she dashed right back into me, right into the ult. So she took a lot of damage from that. Got the crunch, return ganking, and I'm pretty sure she did not expect that, but I did because I saw him on the map. And even if he wasn't ganking, I mean, I don't care that Feng Mao was just right there. Like, neither one of y'all was scaring me at that point. But just trying to shove this wave into the tower, have the tower take a little bit of damage. Also trying to get her to miss some CS.
Allied tower under attack.
But yeah, just speed it up a little bit to get back into lane. Probably used my dash a little late right there. I should have used it sooner so I could have had it off cooldown sooner by the time I got to lane. But it is 2 points into that slot, so for my dash, so it is what it is. But I was right here. I kind of figured that she was going to try to go for the time buff, but I kind of didn't want to miss too much of the CS if possible. I wanted to see if I could just get her to completely back off of it. Then I saw there was a siege wave, and I was just like, this might push into the tower. And so I was trying to see if I can clear the wave quickly and then get to her, but she did clear a little bit quicker than I expected. But I did make one clear mistake right there. Like, if I'm not gonna fully commit to try to take that Scion buff, I should have got that siege minion. But if I was not gonna fully commit to the Scion buff, or if I was gonna commit to the wave, you know, just go ahead and get the CS from the wave and just let her have the Scion buff. Right here, just peeking, warding, trying to get some knowledge on where it might. I was trying to pin her against the wall, but she just dashed through. Trying to get some damage on her to poke her down a little bit. Get some free trade on her. Right here, just trying to show her that you're not going to just step up to a wave. Like, I will walk towards you, and she is going to have to use abilities and waste mana. And then if she does clear it too much like she did right there, then I don't mind freezing.
An enemy has been slain. An enemy has fallen.
Just freezing right now, trying to see if I can build up a larger wave. Now, once that second wave gets in there, then I'll try to clear all of it to just start crashing it.
Allied tower under
And then right here, I saw my crush was trying to invade, so I was just like, you know, why not help him? I don't think they can beat us 2v2. The Iggy doesn't even look like he's paying attention to us. Also, as well as at this point in time, I did check the scoreboard. Saw that the Fang Mao was 4-0, and he's the most fed on our team. So I was like, what can I do to get him at least a little behind and try to slow him down a little bit? And I was just like, you know, my crunch is invading. Let me try to help him slow this Fang Mao down. We probably could have went for mini, but I didn't know. I didn't know where their Fae was gonna be at. I probably should have pinged it with the Muriel be on our side of the map as well. Now that was one mistake that I probably could have definitely done better.
I will return soon.
I did honestly want to go back to base, but I was just like, let me just clear this wave real quick and then go back.
Grabbing some supplies.
killing spree. Allied tower under attack.
Judgment.
I guess since we invaded that thing, he invaded us back. The red side. That's why I didn't see him coming, but he hasn't really ganked me all game, so I was just like, if I use my flash right here, I'll take no damage for right now, and then also, I don't feel like I was gonna need my flash anytime soon. So I'm ahead and
Allied tower.
I just wanted to peek that he wasn't on mini.
An enemy has fallen.
Because since he is that far ahead, he might have been feeling. I'm so confused what the Shinbi is doing. Like, who is she hiding from? What was the point in that? But as you can see, I'm not doing the same mistake that she was doing before. Like, I'm not standing in the mini wave, so the mini waves take damage from her abilities, plus I take damage from her abilities. So she's gonna have to choose what target she wants to hit. She wants to hit me, or she wants to hit the minion wave. And I just knew once I was also trying to see if I could crash that siege wave because I knew my crest plus the siege wave I would definitely get the tower. But I was just like honestly any full wave since she went back to base in front of my face right there, I would get the tower easy. With also getting the tower go one reward so I can get a little bit more information when he starts to come back on his blue side. That wave was looking a little big, so I was just like, let me clear this wave and let me so she doesn't just crash out into the tower and get a bunch of tower damage on my T1.
Allied tower under
But yeah, just going back right here and speeding it up. So I'm definitely at this point, I'm having it where my teammate, my duo lane is clicking to surrender. My duo lane is clicking to surrender and hold on, because I guess she's about to die, so I'll wait.
an enemy has fallen. An enemy
Like Muriel's out, so she doesn't have to die right here, but she does.
fallen.
My dual lane is clicking to surrender, but they're both a total of 10 deaths in the dual lane. 10 deaths in the dual lane, and they're trying to click to surrender. The game is still pretty even. It's 10-13. I might add. Our team is doing a little bit better on grouping because when it comes to assists, we have 8 assists, there are 6. So slightly doing better on grouping. Right here, I was just looking to rotate a little bit, especially since I already took my T1. Let me see if I can possibly make something happen somewhere else. Let me see if I can get the Shinbi to maybe rotate, but she's obviously just looks like she's just trying to split push. So I was just like, let me just stop her from split pushing because she builds up a too big a wave. She could probably get a T2. Right here, I did make a mistake. I might have made a mistake. I'm definitely willing to hear in the comment section or in the chat to let me know what people think I should have done differently. But I kind of figured when I saw her loop around the backside of my T1 like that, I kind of figured that she was going to the 5 count. Now, right here, should I have stopped her from going to the 5 count and just let that wave crash into my tower and miss out on that CS? Or, should that have been my choice? Or did I make the right choice, tried to clear that wave as quickly as possible and then try to see if I can come get her from getting that 5 count. But she definitely doesn't want to 1v1 me, and clearing a wave, trying to rotate again. I don't know why the crunch is being so scary, but I was just here to kind of help with that. Just kind of rotate, get a gank in the mid. I maybe could have ulted sooner, so I could have hit the Iggy and the Fame Out at the same time. But I was holding my ult, to be honest, until because I saw Iggy did the time crest or whatever, where it was gonna rewind him, and I was gonna just ult him when he was gonna be rewinded. But this Fame Out, like, on another level of confidence. Like, I'm level 13, Gideon's level 12. He's only level 11. He's trying to basically show that he's not afraid to 2v1 us. Like, because of my teammates,
Allied towers destroyed.
He had that much confidence. But saw that Shinbi is just not rotating, so I'm just kind of coming over here making sure that she doesn't start pushing into the T2 in solo lane. I'm definitely. She has no mana. I'm definitely not letting her have this. Like she, especially since she doesn't want to. She does not want to 1v1 me. Like she's already made that clear that she's scared of me. She's so intimidated, so frightened.
I'll be right back.
I got 1300 to spend, so I was just like, let me go back to base, get this one item that gives me a good power spike. That's a good tier 2 item. But I saw that I just wanted to for sure at least set my lane, and then I was planning to rotate. But also I was like, my teammates, because at this point when I started going for this 5 camp. Now I start having 3 teammates trying to click to surrender. The duo lane is constantly, every time the timer is up, the duo lane is clicking to surrender. And I might remind you that they are a total of 10 deaths over there at duo lane. And now as well as my mid laner is clicking to surrender. So I'm getting 3 people to surrender. So I'm like, let me try to get fed. Let me try to just carry this game. Like, so taking that 5 camp, and then also trying to prevent Shinbi or Fang from taking it as well. Let me just, shove the lane up, set the lane. Let me rotate. Let me see if I can try to make something happen. Let me try to see if I can give my teammates a reason to still have hope in the game. Get this river buff. I had a feeling Iggy was gonna step down too. But sit there, try to gank the Iggy. Not sure what the Gideon was thinking. Like, unless he knew for sure that Iggy's flash was down. Not sure why he ulted right there. Saw that Shinbi is not rotating again, so I'm just like, let me just at least come catch this wave. I had a feeling that I was just like, what does she know that I don't know? Cause she tried to actually come at me at that time, and I was just like, okay. But I knew she couldn't get that 5 camp because I already cleared it. So I was just like, let me set this lane. Clicking to not surrender again. And then if she wants to actually rotate this time, because I was like, I'm pretty sure that the enemy team was on Fang too, since they just killed 2 of our teammates, the carry and the jungler. So I was just like, and they were on that side of the map. So I was just like, if Shibi is trying to rotate to that with her teammates, I'm not going to get there in time. So I was just like, let me split push right here. Let me try to get this T2, especially with what crest I chose. I was like, I'm going to do a lot of basic attack damage on this T2. But she actually didn't decide to grip up with her team. She just thinks that solo lane was the only lane. But I was just like, the fact that she kind of just like, she's still this kind of like cocky. I'm just like, there's got to be something going on, because it's like there's so many times where I tried to fight her and she did not want to fight me. And look at that, I'm getting ganked by the mid laner. And then I also noticed on the map that the mid laner was missing too. Getting a triple gank by the team. But right here, whenever I first saw that still too, I was just like, what is he thinking? Like, does he think that I do no damage? Because I was like, I'm gonna kill him. Like, at least they think that they're triple ganking me, but I'm definitely gonna kill at least a steal. So from there, after I kill him, my only focus after that is just like, okay, I don't know if the rest of their team is gonna be rotating. My team is obviously not rotating, other than possibly the crunch if he's not hitting his red buff. So let me just get out. the Muriel doesn't understand how the map works, so she could have been here approximately where I'm at, like on the map, but instead she's running into the wall and going to feed another kill because she has no perception of where the map is. But she's trying to click the surrender. Hit a double tether right here. Hit him with a little bit of true damage right here, so the crunch can maybe finish him off.
Enemy has been
But I'm backing out because I'm low health. Get an assist right there.
Grabbing some supplies.
Trying to go back to base just in case, because I see that crunch is kind of he's kind of deep, so I was just like I might need to rotate back to him to help him out.
enemy has been slain.
Right here, trying to just do a rotation. So I see my lane is shoved, and this the ADC on dual lane is trying to split push, and I was just like, and I was very confident of me being able to 1v1 this ADC, especially since he's dumbly used his gag grenade on nothing. He literally hit nothing. He threw it in front of me. So I was just like, your most broken ability, like, you just wasted it.
I will return
Allied
soon.
tower.
But just also trying to stay fed right here. My team also clicking to surrender again. So taking that 3 cap to try to stay fed. For some reason, I didn't shove the lane so it starts pushing in their direction, because I was like, okay, so the ADC can farm on the tower. But instead, she goes to solo lane for some reason. I'm not sure why she went to solo lane, but I was like, I guess I will just, set this lane. But I was like, let me peek in the blue jungle first to make sure, like, I'm not gonna be getting ganked if I go set this lane. Surely enough, I saw the Fade Mail, but I was just like, I'm not sure if the Fade Mail. I didn't have vision on a lot of the enemy team, so I was just like, maybe the Fade Mail is not by himself. So I was just like, let me just back off.
Allied
Let me
tower
rotate to mid, and let me do it the safe way, because watch this whole team be like ready to jump on me. Especially since I'm 3-0-3, so I haven't died yet. Right here,
Allied tower under attack.
I throw out my tether.
Legendary.
So my tether does damage to that Drongo. So if my tether does damage to the Drongo, I was gonna ult in and then just dash out back underneath the tower afterwards. But the Drongo, for one, it shows damage, but the Drongo is still able to like move pretty far from my tether. And two, like it didn't show the wording of him getting tethered. And so I'm just like, but I know I hit it because like it showed that he took damage from it. So like there was a bug right there that didn't make no sense. Fade Mail was trying to tower dive on someone that's not even in critical health. Like
Allied tower under attack.
they don't even have low health, but he's trying to. But just staying with my team, but then also noticing the Shinbi she's not rotating. So I'm just like, let me go stop her from, possibly getting in the hip. And she's literally tower diving when her basic attacks do no damage. Because she is a caster. Like, they have the casters where their basic attack damage does significantly less damage. And so I'm just like, I'm not sure why she's like trying to tower dive when the tower is nowhere near dying. But again, doesn't want to fight me.
Allied towers destroyed.
I was thinking about taking that 5 camp, but I was just like, she cleared that wave of minions way too quick, and I was just like, she's gonna try to check me on and try to take the 5 camp from me. So I hit the tether, but instead of using his abilities at that time, and then his passive proccing, and she gets slowed, and then we're not necessarily chasing at that point because she is kind of squishy. We can kind of maybe finish her off, but he misses. He doesn't hit his abilities while she's still tethered. But he's trying to click to surrender. Trying to stay fed, taking this 5 camp. Especially since I have my lane set.
Enemy has been slain. An enemy has fallen.
I'm going back.
Allied tower under attack. Enemy has been
But I see my dueling dies again, so I'm just like, let me reset. And let me try to, but I also see Shinbi's trying to split push, so I was just like, let me see if Gideon can handle that. And then I'll stop this Shinbi from split pushing.
an allied tower destroyed.
Again, I'm like that. Shinbi can't take the 5 camp because I already took it. I'm like, but let me try to shove this wave. At this point, I saw her on the ward, but I also saw that Feng Mao on the ward, so I'm hoping she would fight me. But again, she just runs away. So I'm just like, there's no... When it comes to a Shinbi, especially if she has flash, there's really no point in trying to chase her. But I did try to ward Prime, since I am the offlaner. Because they might be feeling cocky. Get both river buffs.
An enemy has fallen.
See that the Shinbi's trying to split push still, and she's not rotating, so I'm like, let me catch this mid wave. And then let me, so it pushes up a little bit, and then let me at least stop her from trying to split push. I mean, my CS, I mean, I'm at 320, and it's 29 minutes, so I'm doing good on CS. Trying to make sure I'm staying fed. And I was like, even if she went, because I knew that 5 camp was up, I was like, even if she goes for that 5 camp, it's like, she has no mana, so she's not going to bother me after that. So let me since she keeps trying to split push, let me try to see if I can shove this a lot further up. And,
Only rest a moment.
shove this a lot further up to keep her occupied for a little bit. And this Iggy trying to be cringe, like he's trying to stop my back for what? To accomplish what? What would stopping my back have done right there? Like I'm still curious why he wasted time doing that. Like he could have been getting some kind of CS in mid lane, unless he already completely cleared the wave. And even if then, like there was something he probably could have done. Right here, I'm not gonna lie. I took one of the mistakes I made. I took a little bit too long at base right here, but I was also trying to undo an item that I put on to put on something else because I checked what was the score and who's the lead on their team, and I was trying to put on more physical armor, and but I stepped on a little circle before you jump on the dash pad. And once you step on that little circle, you can't undo. It counts as you already left the fountain. So say that little too long right there. The enemy dueling was super overextended right there. So I was trying to see if we can capitalize on the staying cocky. I'm just trying to clear this wave so it doesn't walk into the tower. But the Iggy just, I guess he's him with no fear of something like some kind of retaliation.
An allied inhibitor is under attack. An allied inhibitor is under attack.
But she was willing to, like, cause she's been bad on her team all day, so she's willing to die for that in him. I knew this Feng Mao was gonna be too cocky. Like, he's ignoring me. Like, while I'm literally just doing damage to him. Hit the tether so they have to stay in Gideon's ult and hit him with a little bit of true damage. And then I'm calling, since we cleared 4 of them, there's 4 people dead. About the person that comes out the soonest is gonna be 30 seconds. And I'm calling that since we have 4 people up and they have 4 people down, for us to go for the prime right here. So I pinged that like way ahead. I pinged that actually back right when we killed the last person. So it's been a few seconds. Not sure what the Kara was doing. So pinged it right here. Not sure what the Kara was thinking, but okay, she might have low health because I can see her health right here. But why is she going back to base right away? Like, it should be obvious, like, even without me pinging, it should be obvious, like, Primal is not up. The Orb Prime is the goal. It should be obvious. Especially if you're going to click on surrender and make it seem like you're not the reason why you're losing. Things like this, you got to know what to do. But all right, she's still doing I don't know what. Still hasn't went back to base. Gideon, okay, I see him trying to clear that wave to not crash into our inhib. I'm warding over the ledge just because they do have a jump flower right there, just so we can kind of see them coming. So that time that Kara wasted, Drongo dumbly threw out his gag grenade. Again, what makes him broken, he threw that ability out. I'm like, okay, that's a positive thing. And it ain't hitting nobody. All it is helping us burn the prime quicker. But Gideon goes mid to stop that mid. That is in no danger of going into the inhib. Again, this Gideon was clicking to surrender constantly. And I'm just like, how is this not the definition of throwing? Like, how he's not rotating to the objective that can literally sway the game back in our favor. Because we're only under by a little bit. Like, the kills and deaths, the kills is they're only up above us by 2. We're even in Fang 2s. So we're literally barely under. But how is that not the definition of throwing, that he's staying in mid instead of rotating towards this objective? Right here, instead of Kara hitting the objective, she tries to go at this jungle. Mind you that she hasn't won a 1v1 against this jungle all game. When we did have vision on Drongo for a split second when he was standing on my ward, we saw that he had buffs on him. We couldn't see which buffs he had on him other than the green buff, but we saw he had buffs on him. So we know, we have that information that he has buffs on him. and also that the Kara also knows that she hasn't won a 1v1 against him all game. But instead of hitting the Prime, she turns to him. He is no threat of stealing the Prime from us. We have our jungler there with Smite. So turning on him is a waste of time. He's literally stalling. And actually, it's more like he's throwing, because he's already threw out his best ability that has a pretty long cooldown because the ability is so broken. And he's throwing right here. Like he shouldn't even be coming in, towards us. Like, because if he gets too far in the pit, he's gonna start taking Prime damage as well. Plus, as well as me and Crunch could CC him down and burst him down. But because of Kara makes the wrong move, like literally just, what is that? Because you're already in the pit, so she took a little damage from Prime too as well. But just literally just like, what is that other than throwing? Gideon is still not at Prime. I'm so confused on what he's doing. How is that what the Gideon is doing? One of the people who's clicking to surrender. Like, literally, how is that not playing for the other team? All right, so right here, our Muriel is literally throwing. So she's back to life in 5 seconds, right? So we kill Prime. She's back to life right here. Let's see how long she sits out base. Because she could have ulted right here. And it's crazy how, like, what teams I play, they know that I'm that guy. Like, the closer target to the Drongo is the Crunch. The one that can CC him the most is the Crunch. But he's not even aiming at the Crunch. He's only aiming at me. Like, right now, I'm 4-0 and 6 assists. But Muriel's still sitting at base. No ult. Because she has ult, but no ult. Just sit at base. Literally, this is my first death. And now the Gideon wants to fight. Not sure what the Muriel was doing. Like, how is that literally not paying for the other team? For all 3 of the people that are trying to click to surrender. I'm just like, I don't, like, she has no understanding of the map. Because she clicks to surrender way too many times. Because that's the second time she then ran into a wall when she could have got out easily. But like, literally, why is a Gideon that's 5-3? Why is he trying to surrender? He's doing decent. I don't understand. Like, why is he clicking to surrender? Regardless of what you think everybody else is doing, if you're doing decent and like people want to say that, you know, everyone else is doing wrong, but I'm just like, if you're that good at the game, why not just carry the match? Have it where what everybody else is doing is, you know, irrelevant because you're doing so well that it's going to carry the match. But instead, he's not going to objectives and like literally throwing the game. Our dual done combined for a total of 21 deaths when the team only had altogether only had 31. So you're telling me you contributed to 66% of the team's deaths, and you're clicking to surrender like you did, like you don't need the extra practice, like the ADC clicked on that they want an ADC. So are you telling me you're not hitting your basics, and then you need more practice hitting your basics, but then you want to click to surrender? The Muriel click that they can feel. You can feel. How can you feel? But you don't have and you want to click to surrender, but you have no map awareness. Like and you don't have an idea of how the map is structured. Like you're constantly running into walls. Like maybe if you have that extra practice, maybe you're not running into walls. Like these guys are literally the definition of throwing. Like, and another thing, if this might be the bug where the items are out of order, but if it's not, Muriel has this item on fourth when this is a stacking item that should be on first. Like you got to work on your build. Like if you want to sit there and click that you want to feel, then you got to be ready to feel for those positions that are left. Like especially if you're losing to this jungle build. This jungle build is horrendous. But this man got 9 kills. So y'all made him look like he was a superstar. And I'm not sure why Crutch has this item on, but I mean, I guess. I mean, it gives you more survivability, but I mean, if you're killing people, you're not really worried about survivability if they're already dead. But my thing that I want to just put out there is just for everybody is like, what could I really have done differently to carry this match? Because I mean, like I said at the beginning, like I've seen it where in a higher elo, they're saying, oh, if you're truly not in the right elo, then just take over the game and carry your team. How do I carry this? I died one time. One time. My CS, I'm at 344 CS at 33 minutes. I mean, I have 7 assists. Like, so I obviously rotated. But this, like I said before at the beginning, like this might just be a series of me just going on a rant and then just trying to see if I can maybe get some people to give me some advice and also just document it for me so I can just rewatch it and maybe learn a little bit other small micro things I could have done differently. But the overall thing, like, I mean, people are going to miss abilities and stuff like that. So I'm just like, at the end of the day, like some of the micro stuff, like, yeah, I maybe could have done better here or there or micro stuff, but on the overall picture, I really want to know what I could have done to carry this match. And I mean, because this is just a trend that this is constantly happening to me. So I'm just like, at this point, like I that's why I'm saying this might just become a series because it literally happens to me daily, on multiple matches. So I mean, it'll be easy to kind of have a match of trying to just commentate and just trying to figure out what can I have done differently and done better. But I guess until next time, peace.